Yo, what's happening, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Just checking if everything's working. I did get a new camera, so it should be a little bit more clear. But let me know if the audio is okay and everything's chilled, and then we can get started. Let me know. Yeah, but I hope everyone's doing well. I mean, check the pump yesterday. I mean, honestly, I wasn't really expecting it. I was obviously looking for the setups, but I think if we have a look at Bitcoin first, let's just run it back, right? Let's see what happened yesterday. So basically, guys, what I was looking at for Bitcoin yesterday, obviously we did have that breakout, which was right over here. We had that massive move to the upside. So basically, price closed above this key level, which is what I was looking at, right? Because once we always above the EMA, right? So if we're above the 50-day EMA, it does tend to show us that we are on an uptrend, right? So looking at the chart now, it's really bullish. And yes, it was bullish as well. We were speaking about that, but it was a little bit choppy. Like, I'll be honest with you, it was a little bit choppy. And the reason why, like, yesterday I did get stopped out a few times on the lower time frames because there was massive wicks to the downside, and I'll show you the few trades that I was taking yesterday. But I do think that today we are expecting a small retracement. We'll see if price can come down and tap these levels that I'm looking at today. But essentially, we'll see what happens. I do think that price is potentially going to come down a little bit. I'm looking at Bitcoin potentially only coming back down to like 70,500, which is something to look at. So I'll let you know if I do take a setup within today, but I don't think like entering longs for Bitcoin at this price is going to be something that I'm looking at. But if we do have a look at Bitcoin over here, you can see that we do have a whole bunch of liquidity now to the downside because we pretty much took out all those shorts yesterday, right? We took out all of those pretty much all of those stop losses that were hit that have been sitting there actually for a couple weeks, right? Even a couple months, right? So just looking at the chart right now for Bitcoin, I do think that we could potentially come down, but we all know when Bitcoin's staying at these levels, when people are expecting a small retracement, we do just get a push to the upside. So if we do look at the 24-hour, it does look like most liquidity is below us right now. If we look at the 48-hour, same thing below us. If we look at the 3-day, same thing below us. We took out all of those shorts yesterday. A lot of shorts were right. So if we do have a look at, I think liquidation map. Let's have a look here. We'll see how many people. Yeah, so if we have a look here, 24 hours. Look how many people got liquidated yesterday. So it was crazy, like a whole bunch. Mainly Bitcoin and Nero, which is quite interesting. A lot of people were obviously shorting Nero, and most of them got liquidated at those prices. So just looking at the chart. Yeah, it's not that easy. I'll be honest with you. It's a little bit tricky because the thing is, the problem is, I'll show you what's been a little bit annoying, and I'll be honest with you guys, is Bitcoin basically, like, the dominance for Bitcoin is way too strong. So yesterday Bitcoin is pumping while the altcoins were actually dumping. So I was actually taking, you can see right now, I mean, it's pumping again. So I think the strategy right now is probably just going to have to be shorting the alts and longing Bitcoin. The reason why I say that is because Bitcoin dominance, if we look at the weekly, right, we look at the 1 week charts quickly, let's pull it back. It's coming back to that level that we've been speaking about for a long period of time, right? And I still think it's probably just going to get that zone. A lot of people are saying that Bitcoin dominance can come to this level over here, 71%. And if this happens, guys, I do think that the altcoins are going to seriously struggle. Because even if Bitcoin goes sideways and Bitcoin dominance goes up, we should see like an altcoin retracement, right? So basically, just looking at the chart right now, this is not looking good for the alts. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I am looking to accumulate alts. Like, I mean, these are the levels that you want to be accumulating alts even right now. But the problem is this chart. This chart is not good, right? It's not a good chart to look at. We have this whole range that Bitcoin potentially could fill. The dominance is it's too strong. It's too strong. So we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I don't like this chart a lot. The weekly time frame is just making me really bearish for the altcoins, because if this does this does actually pump back up to these levels, I do think that the alts are going to get smacked a lot harder than we are expecting, right? We are seeing a small bounce right now, which is fine, but just be careful with entering too many longs at these levels. I know it looks like we're probably going to go up, and I'm not saying that we're not, but it's just this chart is just making me a little bit curious, a little bit worried to just enter all these longs right now. Obviously, if this was dumping, I'll go full ape into longs, but we're still respecting this trend over here. So yeah, just not really interested in alts right now. But like some alts are doing well, like Dogecoin is one of them. Dogecoin obviously had that breakout a couple of days ago. It's looking like it's probably going to come back up to this level over here. So this level that I'm looking at is this zone right over here at around about 0.18017. This is going to be the short zone for Dogecoin. So I mean, from current price to this level over here, I do think that it is possible Dogecoin to pump another 10% there, and then we look for those shorts. Because if we do look at the 4 hour, we kind of can top out. If we have a look to the left here, let's have a look here. Yeah, I mean, we kind of topped out. We should have some type of resistance sitting at these levels over here. Dogecoin could retrace back down to at least a point of control. We haven't even tested that point of control there. If we look at the 1 hour, we can easily come back down and retest something like this. So yeah, just be careful right now. I think a lot of people are now just going to be entering longs. So when everyone starts entering longs at these prices, I do think that it's possible for another squeeze to happen. Okay, so Dogecoin could come back down here, and then we look for longs back up to here today, and then we take some shorts all the way back down. So that's something I'm looking at. I'm not going to be too bullish on the alts, but I am really bullish on Bitcoin. So you kind of have to like look at it like that. Looking at SWI swing long. Let's have a look at SWI. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. SEI. What is happening here? Let's have a look. So if we look at SWI, I mean, it looks good. Basically, looking at the weekly chart, quickly let's run it back. So if we look at the weekly, we did actually retest this previous high over here, which was resistance. Now it's flipped into support. Looks good. I mean, this is a level where you want to be accumulating for spot portfolio. But yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, it's just not that strong. Like Bitcoin, like if you just think about it, Bitcoin's at all-time highs, guys, again. And look at where all these altcoins are sitting. It's just nothing's feeling right if you get what I'm saying. So I still think that we have a lot more time for the alts to actually show some strength, whereas Bitcoin might just hit like all-time high within this this month, potentially within the next 2 days even. But I just don't really see the alts catching up. You can see, like, also for SWI, we're still below this 50-day moving average, right? We need to see price come close above this level, right? So for me, for SWI, I would need to see like a closure above here for longs. But until then, it's not really interested in a long. You can see even the 4 hour time frame is it's still below this level here. So what we need to see is this moving average come down, and then we start to see like a pump, like something like that. Okay. Ondo's supposed to be pumping by now. Yeah, let's have a look at Ondo. I mean, it's weird. Like that's what I'm saying, guys. It's strange, right? Bitcoin dominance is too strong, so we can't really. But Ondo looks good. Let's have a look at Ondo. Okay, let me just redraw everything here because it's a little bit choppy. I like how Ondo looks on the 4 hour. On the daily, we can see that this level right over here is going to be our support. Okay, so this is going to be our daily support. And then also if we look at Ondo, yeah, I mean, we're currently at that 50-day moving average level. I mean, it's definitely a level that I don't really want to be touching for longs. You can see whenever we tap into this 50-day to the upside, we do get a dump to the downside. But when we start closing above it and then we retest it as support, then we start to see a move to the upside. So we can't really take longs under at this level. I'll probably just wait. If we look at the 4 hour, I think I did actually just close above this level here. But I mean, it's at resistance. And the market structure is still bearish. So for under, you're gonna have to break above this level over here, right? So for me to take long for under, I can't really enter it right now. Have a look over here. We need to wait for price to obviously close above that level there. Okay. So it's quite an interesting day. Because the market isn't really printing as what we would have thought, right? We thought yesterday like alts are gonna rip, but that didn't really happen. I mean, some alts did rip. Like I'm not saying that none of them ripped, but like some alts are just falling behind. Like even just looking at under right now, it's just not looking like we're getting that push. I mean, if you think about Bitcoin's sitting over here, right? And then under is sitting over here. So like there's a massive divergence between the alts and Bitcoin right now. So for me, it's tricky. It's honestly tricky to actually just enter these longs for these coins right now, because it's not really. I don't really want to be entering longs for all these alts when the Bitcoin dominance is so high. Okay, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So what else we got over here? We got Radium, Audi. Let's have a look at Audi. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the alt did actually pump, but it's nothing crazy. We've seen way bigger pumps with alts, right? So have a look at Audi. This is quite interesting. Let me just redraw everything here. So the 4-hour candle did close back above this level over here. So this key level that I'm looking at right now is this level, right? So this 35.25 zone. This is a key level. And why is it a key level? Because whenever we tap into the zone, regardless if it's support or resistance, we do get some type of reaction, right? We had a reaction over here. We had a reaction over here, a reaction over here, a reaction over here, a reaction throughout over here. And now closing above here could potentially send us. So looking at the 4-hour looks decent for long. Looking at the daily, we have to close above this level over here, right? This is the level. Bang, it has to close above there. 4-hour looks bullish, daily looks semi-bullish. The 1-hour looks good as well, but nothing too crazy. We have this level over here. It's quite a strong support / resistance. So this is something to look at. I mean, if Ondo can potentially come up to this zone, we could look at potentially taking a short from that level. But I'll be honest with you, there's just nothing. Like I was looking at the charts today, nothing's really jumping out at me. I am in a short for, Polkadot. I did take a short for Polkadot. My stops are above these highs over here. So basically, this is a setup I did take. I didn't share it because it's a small leverage play. My stop loss is really tight. Just want to see if we can get a push, because basically, if we do look at the 4-hour and the 1-hour, we can see we did actually close below this value area low, this value area high. And yesterday, we did have a pump, right? But we didn't even break these highs for Polkadot, right? So I did actually end up taking a short here this morning. So I'll see what we can do. I'm looking to take profit at these lows. It's just right now, I'm just not really convinced in a massive pump for the alts, because Bitcoin dominance is way too strong. But I do think that accumulating alts for spot is something to do, right? But what I'm saying is, looking at leverage trading, right, futures trading, it's just not really interesting to focus on some alts. All right, so what else do we got? We've got Bitcoin. Let's have a look back at Bitcoin. So I'm actually looking at a setup for Bitcoin. If you guys did just join right now, I'm looking for Bitcoin to come back down over here. Like this is the 618. It's also going to be that 50, that retracement, right? So bang, 618 retracement. We look for longs, right? It's starting to form like a bit of a bull flag. This can definitely send back up to these highs, right? So what I'm looking at right now is I'm not really going to touch Bitcoin until we get some type of retracements. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. ETH shorts. Let's have a look at shorts. Market is, man. Yeah, it is, I'll be honest with you. It's a little bit tricky. Yeah, ENA is a good one. ENA was a good setup. ENA was a good setup. I think Matt posted that setup yesterday was really good. Just having a look at Bitcoin quickly, and I'll jump into your charts now. I want to see if we can. Yeah, I think there was just like a huge sweep yesterday of liquidity, and I didn't really expect it. Like my ideas were right. I did take longs, just my stop losses were very tight yesterday. So it just didn't really play out to how I expected. But one big trade can take all back those losses, right? So we'll see. Okay, let's have a look at STX and Radium and Ethereum. I actually want to look at Ethereum quickly first, because someone's saying Ethereum short. So maybe let's have a look and see what he's thinking. And that's also, like, I mean, Ethereum, guys. Ethereum's been so weak. I did take a small long for ETH yesterday. Over here, I took that profit over there, but like it just was so choppy. Like this was unexpected. Normally, when we break above a key level, we don't really see a deep retracement back below like these levels. But anyway, let's have a look at Ethereum quickly. I still like how Ethereum is still holding this daily upward sloping trend. So that's obviously quite bullish, right? As long as we stay above here, I mean, that's fine for Ethereum. Okay, so the daily still looks fine. The 4-hour time frame, we're gonna have to. What I want to do is I'm just gonna redraw everything because I want to see if we can potentially get it set up here. So 4-hour time frame, we did close above the 50-day, which is a good sign. 50-day closed above, which is good. The 1-hour time frame showing us not much. Let's actually do something like this. Okay, I see what you're seeing. So you're looking for Ethereum short. I can actually see that as well because we're pretty much back at the point of control. This is a key level, guys. Oh my god, I like what you're looking at here for Ethereum. So Ethereum's at this level. We could potentially look at a retracement back down to here, right? That could be something interesting. All right, just give me 1 second. I want to have a look at this, just analyze this a little bit better. So if we look at the 1 hour, we can see that the 1 hour, it's so choppy over here. This was very, very choppy, but there was resistance / support over here. We bring it back, same thing, resistance / support, resistance / support, resistance / support. Honestly, looks decent. And 30-minute did actually close below that point of control. Sorry, that's the 1 hour. The 30 minutes also. Let's have a look at the 15. So the 15 as well. So basically what I'm looking at for this right now is that, okay, if we can do something like this where this is forming a bit of a pattern. This is going to break out today very, very soon actually. But yeah, I think the Ethereum short will only come a little bit later. Yeah, look at this. This is on the 5 minutes. So yeah. So I mean, something I'll look at for today. It's either going to be a long or a short, depending on the direction of the breakout. So if we get something like this, where price comes up like this, we can potentially look at shorts back down to these lows. But I'm actually looking at the short now. But I would want to see price close below this level over here, and then we look for shorts back down to this low over here, which is that 4-hour level, right? Because we pretty much back at. We at a 4-hour point of control, guys. A point of control like this is super strong, right? Super strong. So for us to actually get rejected here is more likely. I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely honest with you. So I will be looking at the shorts there. So I'll let you know if I do enter the setup because it's going to be quite interesting. Okay. So Ethereum shorts, definitely looking at that today. I see exactly what you're looking at. Darren. That's a good setup. I will be taking that. You didn't answer my question. ENA swing, I entered at 0.3 and TP was 0.46. Should I still hold the trade? Okay, bro. Just give me 1 sec. Okay, I'll look at ENA now. I do read all the questions, and I will try to go over everything. Okay, so ENA. ENA, I mean, this is the breakout, right? I guess. So, I mean, the TP could potentially just be these highs. There might be a small retracement though, so just, I mean, it's not going to just rip. So, like, what I would expect is maybe we can come back down a little bit here, right? So, basically, we could potentially, you entered at 0 point what? What did you enter at? Let me check. 0.34, I mean, that's a great entry. 0.34, you pretty much entered at that low. So maybe look for something like this. Price comes down a little bit like this, and then price comes back up. So what I'll do for you now is I'll probably take some profits at these levels. Like there's no point of just holding the whole trade right now. Maybe take a little bit of profit at these levels for ENA, because you add a resistance, right? You add a resistance right now. There is something that potentially could happen where you could get a rejection, but this thing could potentially just rip back up to these zones. So ENA did have a nice breakout this morning. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens for ENA. We'll see. But yeah, this was interesting. I want to quickly look at the funding rates. Yeah, they're all flip positive now, which means pretty much everyone's long. Let's have a look at the long-short ratio. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's just... Alright, so long-short ratio, you can see over here, everyone's bullish. On Binance, most people are just long right now. So, yeah, have a look at Deribit. I mean, that's crazy. But you can see it. I mean, it's Deribit, Bitfinex, Kraken. What's this? DYDX. It's crazy. But yeah, pretty much everyone's bullish right now. So I'll just be careful with opening longs. If you guys didn't get a long yesterday, I don't think like opening longs right now is going to be the play. I'll be honest with you. Also in a swing long for APT. Nice. Took it this morning. Let's have a look at APT. But I want to wait for this. Let me just put some alerts here. Hold on, give me 1 second. Just putting some alerts. Just give it 1 minute. There we go. Okay, so I want to put an alert to a downside and also alert to the upside just to see. All right. What else are we looking at? APT. I'll be honest, APT actually, this was a short I was looking at for APT. I don't know when I did this, but oh, sorry, I was monitoring around chat. Yeah, so for APT, I was looking at a short. I'll be honest with you, this was the level I was looking at a short, pretty much because APT was really kind of just consolidating, right? This was the setup, consolidating between these two levels. And then, we did have a massive breakdown, and then now it's only retesting this high. So I was looking to short this all the way back down to 7.4. I mean, I do think that this is more of a play than taking a long right now, I'll be honest with you. But I could be wrong. The reason why I like this is because if you look at the daily, I mean, the daily kind of looks bullish. I don't know when I put this setup. Let's have a look here. I'll only really take this if this next 4-hour candle closes below that moving average, right? If this next 4-hour candle closes below this moving average, then I'll take the setup. But yeah, it's just the reason why I was looking at this was just because of the support resistance flip, right? So yeah. Do you think I should close my sheep long since 0.16? Link looking like it's bringing something. I'll have a look at Link. Shiba. Let's have a look at Shiba. This was the setup I was looking at. Yes, I didn't actually take it. Like this is literally my trade that I missed yesterday, which is a bit annoying. I think we were in the live stream when we were looking at this, right? I don't know, I can't remember, but basically I was looking at a long here, so pretty much missed it. I mean, Shiba hit pretty much all the TPs. Honestly, looks bullish. Shiba, I don't think you should close Shiba. Close back above the line. Looking to come back up to these highs here. So yeah, I think Shiba's a good one to hold. Looks good. The daily and the 4-hour looks really good. Have a look how the daily closed as well. Daily closed really bullish back above the point of control. I do think that we could potentially come back down to tap these levels over here, but honestly, looks good for Shiba. I mean, you got a really good entry, right? I mean, down here, I was looking at that trade as well yesterday. I think didn't end up getting it. Radium, okay. I mean, Ray. Let's have a look at Ray. My coin's pumped, but the ironic thing is that I missed the trade. Yeah, I mean, I also missed most of it as well, but I mean, I don't think it's missed. Radium looks bearish. I mean, it's really bullish, but like it looks like it's bearish there, just based on what's been happening. I do think that what could happen is, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple setup. It's bullish on the higher time frames, but bearish today. So I'll be looking at a retracement trade back down to these lows. So essentially, I'll be looking to catch a long. I mean, this is probably going to come up like this, right? Something like that. So looking potentially to long at that level over here for array. This looks really good. Okay, so that's something I'm looking at for array. Any trading numbers at the moment is something I can't follow. STX should run with Bitcoin, right? Yeah, it should. Yeah. What about CTK and say CTK? Let's have a look. CTK. It's only going to be a short stream because not much happening today. Obviously, we've missed most of the move. CTK looks, whoa, this thing ripped. CTK ripped quite hard. If we look at the 4-hour, I mean, this was this morning. Kind of topped out. We look at the highs over here. I'm just having a look to see what we got over here. Okay. I mean, if you look at CTK, I mean, it's so hard to chart a coin like this where it just pumps and then dumps and pumps. I mean, look at these wicks. I don't know, like I don't really know much about the project. You need to obviously have research about this because this is pretty much just low liquidity and it relies on big whales buying, right? So like it's nothing really you can do here. What else we got? Can we take a short on Doge? Let's have a look at Dogecoin. No, I think Dogecoin's bullish. I think I looked at it this morning. Right? Dogecoin's a bit too bullish for me. Yeah, I think for Doge, I'm expecting price to come up to these highs. Yeah, I'll be honest, the Dogecoin looks really good. But yeah, I'm looking at a potential retracement. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. So we'll see. kind of look like it's topped out. I mean, it's bottoming out, which means it could potentially pump a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like the market's a little bit tricky, guys. I'll be honest with you. Like I've been finding it quite hard the last 2 days. The weekend was good. Everything was playing out. It's just yesterday was a little bit tricky. Bitcoin's at this level over here, so I want to see something here. I'm going to be looking to short Bitcoin here. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't really want to be shorting Bitcoin. Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, you short Bitcoin, but I will be looking to catch like a falling knife, right? I think the election is when, guys. The election is in almost 2 days, right? Sorry, almost 3 days. Let's have a look. Sorry, 6 days. Jeez, I don't know what's happening to my brain. So basically, elections in 6 days. I don't think I think we're just gonna chop. I think there's gonna be massive spikes. It's gonna be crazy. We also have massive news this week. We have NFP on Friday. We have consumer confidence today. Job openings, that does bring some volatility. We do also have advanced GDP quarter on quarter on Wednesdays, so that's tomorrow. Thursday we have GDP, PCE, employment cost. What else we got? And then Friday, obviously, non-farm employment trend. So I mean, I do think that this week's gonna be quite crazy. Like it's gonna be very, very choppy, very, very interesting. But looking to potentially take a short share for Bitcoin, at least back down to this bottom of the range. Yeah, I'll let you know. But yeah, looking at, I mean, your stop's gonna be super, super tight, like a 0.2% stop. And then also Ethereum. Where's Ethereum? I mean, that's back at the highs over here. I'll be honest with you. I'm expecting ETH to dump today, just because of the point of control, right? So this is a key level, guys. This point of control over here is a key level. We did close respecting it in the last 4 hours. This is just potentially just a top wick for the next 4-hour candle. So I mean, it'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm looking to short Ethereum at this level. I'll let you know. Your stop would have to be above that level, and then we have a bit of a. I mean, the levels are quite clear for Ethereum. We have a zone over here. This would be your TP3. This would be your TP2 over here as well. Something like that. I mean, it's still bullish, but we're expecting a retracement around it. That's the whole thing. So yeah, we'll see. AVAX. I'm long on ETH. Average entry 2527. Would you close 2527? 25? What's that? 2527. That's crazy. 2527. I mean, yeah. Probably not. I'll probably close a little bit. 2527. Yeah, you're up quite a lot. I mean, on a 20x, it's good. Okay, I'm gonna enter the short here, guys, for ETH. I'm gonna enter the shorts. I'm gonna enter the shorts here for Ethereum. Stop loss above that high over there. Okay, so this is the setup on the 15. Looks good. Looks decent. Right. So yeah, I've entered a short here for Ethereum at the current price. We have stop loss just above this high over here. This is just a short-term trade. TPs are going to be on the chart over here. Basically, I'm expecting price to just get rejected from this high. We at a point of control in the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, Ethereum is relatively weak compared to Bitcoin, so I'd rather take a short on Ethereum rather than BTC, because Bitcoin dominance is actually pumping, right? So we know that these are the TPs over here, right? So we'll see if this plays out. This is the trade. Lots of ETH liquidity at 2475. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens here for Ethereum. But yeah, I just took a short here for ETH. I like this setup. Basically, yeah, have a look over here. So 2545. This is where the moving average did flip. So I do think that something's going to happen where we do get a moving average, something like this, right? These moving averages are really key. I only really use the 50 and the 21, but have a look over here. This is, potentially going to happen where price does come back down, something like that, right? I mean, we're going to have to retest this level at some point. Potentially it could be today. So this is the trade that I did just take right now. If you guys did just join, we are on a Ethereum short back down to these lows. So we'll see. Stop loss, just keep it super tight above the wick there. Okay. Yeah, ETH. I think ETH for ETH. If you did, Adam, I know you said you're in that long, right? So you took that long for Ethereum. I do think that maybe take a little bit of profits. It doesn't hurt taking some, and then just put stop loss in profit, right? You must be up by a lot right now. Or what you can do is instead of taking profit, you could take a short to hedge, right? You could hedge it. If you took a short, going counter what you did, and you can take profit, and then you essentially you'll be in a better situation, right? Yeah, I like how this 4-hour candle looks. The daily time frame also, we really tapped into this liquidity zone over here to the left, right? So we'll see. We shall see. Polkadot is down here. I'm short on Polkadot as well. A little bit, nothing crazy there. But yeah, I think just be careful with opening too many longs, guys. I don't know, it's a little bit tricky. I know a lot of you guys I'm quite confused as well. I'll be honest with you. But I think the going forward for this week, taking shorts now is probably the better play than taking longs for the altcoins. But for Bitcoin, longs probably the play. Longs are probably the play. Ondo looks good, but let's have a look at Ondo. We're at level. Polkadot's dumping. I don't know what's happening here. Holy shit. USDT dumping. Yeah, I mean, let's have a look at USDT dominance as well. We'll run that back. Yeah, I mean, USDT dominance does look bearish, which is obviously bullish for crypto. We all know that, guys. But let's actually dive into this a little bit deeper. That's a strong level for USDT dominance. We should see a bounce from the zone over here. We'll see. Okay, so for USDT dominance, I'm expecting a little bit of a bounce from this level over here, which is that support on the 4-hour time frame. Now, if we look to the left, this was obviously resistance, flipped into support, resistance, support. So yeah. We'll see. What else is there? yeah, there's not much else, guys. I'll be honest with you, the market's not really doing. We're gonna have to probably just wait for these setups today. If you guys did just join, we're on that short with ETH. It's kind of pumping right now, but it should be fine. Put the stop loss just above the high. If we do get stopped out, it's okay. But yeah, not much else happening. We'll see what happens throughout the day. We'll be posting a few more setups later on once we get those entries. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone watching. And yeah, thanks again for tuning in.